Light it up and the whistle go. Get lost in the whistle go. Night lights and they sound like. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Today we're going to break down Whistle, do a little bit behind the song of Whistle off my Night Owl EP. Go stream it if you haven't streamed my Night Owl EP. It just dropped a couple weeks ago, and I'm very excited about it. And every Sunday I've been breaking down, doing a little behind the scenes, behind the songs of each song on the EP. And today is track 3, and it's Whistle. Whistle was actually produced by my boy Cheesecake. Cheesecake, he's produced Sapphire, Spooky, some songs for me, and he's a great guy. He turned into a great friend of mine. And I met him a couple years ago. And last October or September, Joey James was actually having a Crew Life concert that he was, putting on at the Grog Shop downtown Cleveland. And, I was performing there as one of the artists, and I knew I needed a new song. And this was before any of the other songs on Night Owl were written or even came to be. I was kind of in a writer's block slump for a couple months there last year. But I knew I needed a new song, needed something real fun to perform at this concert. So I hit up my boy Cheesecake, and I was like, yo, I need something hype for this concert coming up. And he's like, I got you, bro. Like, hold on. And a few minutes later, he sends me this beat that he's been working on. And I hear that little the dun na 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 na, like the guitar in the beginning, and then the beat drops, and I hear the whistle, and I was like, yo, I need that. Send it over right now. Like, done deal. I'll pay you for it. All the above. And I was like, this is a lot of fun. But it also kind of had like a nighttime, smoky, like just profound, contemplative, meditative feel to it. And that's kind of where the Night Owl concept came from, because I was always up late at night. And if I'm up late at night, it's either because I'm maybe partying, or I'm contemplating things, or just thinking about things, reading, driving late night, just thinking about life type of stuff. So it kind of had both like the hype vibes, but also thinking profoundly about life type of vibe. So yeah. And then the whistle in the song, like in the chorus, basically to start breaking down the lyrics, I go, and my feelings in the whistle go, light it up and the whistle go. And so the reason I don't say anything during the whistle is because the whistle is a metaphor to, like, in my eyes, like, to listen to sounds of nature, or not just a hot beat or other people's words. Like it's just to listen to the sounds around you. And I think sometimes we take like sounds for granted. So I didn't put any words there. And when you're thinking about things, like, sometimes you just gotta listen to the sounds around you and the sounds of nature. So that's kind of where the chorus came from, because I really wanted to make that whistle stand out, because I thought it was like a catchy whistle, and I thought it sounded like a lot of fun. So I'm gonna break down the lyrics to this song, because I think they're, a little more profound. I start the verse off with, money never made me feel the way that I do, lucid dreaming, but I know that I could still get the juice. I'm always preach, I am happiness driven, not money driven. I truly believe, like, money does not buy happiness, and I believe if you're happiness driven, you can lead an amazing, happy life. And that's just something I personally live by. Lucid dreaming, but I know that I could still get the juices. Lucid dreaming is such an interesting concept, but it's also a Juice WRLD song, and that's why I say I could still get the juice. Been losing faith and I don't know what to do. That line is interesting because it's kind of a sad line, but at the time, I was kind of losing faith in the music thing because I've been doing it for so long, and just kind of one of those weak moments where you almost give up on something. But of course, I'm still here, still grinding. I'll never give up. Then I talk about a little bit of filling up my cup, shooting dice at the Jack Casino downtown Cleveland. And then the line, I want to go to Pitifuls and act like I'm pitiful, is really funny because one of my best friends, Luke, went to Cincinnati, and there was this bar down there called Mr. Pitifuls, and we always had a great time down there. We would dance our butts off, and it was just amazing memories, and we would just go crazy, have fun. I remember I think we had a snowball fight with cops one night, and just, it's a great place. So I want to go to Pitifuls and act like I'm pitiful is just going crazy, having a fun night. And Mr. Pitifuls is the name of that place. Fleetwood Vinyl with a pack so visual, Landslide, Jack Frost nipping at my nose, crying like a baby, you know how the story goes. Those lines are very cool. I think they're very visual lines. Fleetwood Vinyl, me and my friend Jordan, he has a couple Fleetwood Vinyl records, and we both love Fleetwood Mac. And we love listening to him in his basement or his apartment or whatever. And Landslide is a Fleetwood Mac song, and it's in the movie Jack Frost, and it always gets me. Jack Frost, I don't know what it is. I think I've mentioned it many times before when I talk about Fleetwood Mac, but that movie always makes me cry at the end. That's why I say crying like a baby. You know how the story goes. Jack Frost, I mean, great movie. Michael Keaton? Yeah, Michael Keaton. Great movie. Going into the second verse, you got some, a couple love lines there. Ink to ink, skin to skin, feeling intimate. Lighting up the cigarette, tastes like a cinnamon. Center stage spotlight, blah, blah, blah. Trying to make my people move in every direction. The city is on fire. I'm going to show them affection. I love my city. I love Cleveland. I think we have a lot of, underground or unknown musicians, hip-hop artists, singers, everything that just people aren't as aware to nationwide as they should be. I think the city has a lot of talent. So then Angels Watching Over Me, yeah, I can detect it when the shady throwing shade, I'ma shine and deflect it. Really like those lines. I wrote a song called Angels a few years back, and I used that line, Angels Watching Over Me, I can detect it. And if anyone's just talking bad or anything like that, just know that, it's gonna be okay. Just try to brush it off your shoulder and move on. They don't know me or my story or anything like that, and you just got to move on from all the negative vibes. Just got to keep everything positive, because I know there's gonna be negative comments and things like that, so just got to keep life positive energy, stuff like that. Then you got some party lines, and that's pretty much how Whistle came. I ended up performing it at the Crew Life concert, and I think it was received really well, and people seem to rock with the song, and so I really like the song. It was the first song I made for the Night Owl EP last year in September, October times, and thanks to Mitchell Maddock for mixing it, and it turned out really good. I love it. It's a great nighttime song. So that's all I got for today. I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I'm almost at 200 subs, so help me get there. Stream all my music on all streaming services. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EJSpark1. And as always, it's peace, love. I love s'mores. EJ out.
Night lights and they sound like money never made me feel the way that I do. Lucid dreaming, but I know that I can still get the juice. Yeah, I've been losing faith and I don't know what to do. I've been filling up my